Now that is a long time ago. What's going on, guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. Now I know I haven't been making videos for like a month. I'm not going to be making any excuses like I didn't have time or whatever. I simply haven't been putting myself to, making videos and putting in the effort, which I, take full responsibility for. But like I said, no excuses. I haven't been putting in the work. Just so you guys know, I am back. I have a lot of ideas in my mind for informative topics. The vlogs will be back, so stay tuned, guys. And enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so as you can see, I've been doing a lot of things in my room. So I've been keeping myself busy. Repainting and redoing the walls over here because they basically looked like crap. So my room is a bit of a mess, but I'm currently working on it and repainting everything that's red into white to make my room a bit more open. I was kind of done with the whole red and white theme that I've had for since I started sleeping in this room. So anyways, I just came back from the gym at an awesome workout, which I will show after this because I'm going to be talking about my new programming, which has allowed me to add like 7.5 kilograms or 16.5 pounds to my bench press in around 12 weeks, or my second cycle of my own new programming. So anyways, here's my post-workout meal. Now I've still been eating the same old post-workout meal as usual. I got my mixed frozen berry medleys. Now these are blueberries and raspberries mixed together, around 125 grams. A container of Greek yogurt for the proteins. This is, let me see, this is also a mixed berry medley flavor, so it goes really well together. And of course an oatmeal cookie for the carbs. Alright, so before I'm going to start explaining my new training program and my new training programming, I'm going to be showing you guys an epic car show that I went to last Saturday. Beware, guys, these are some epic cars. Coffee addicts. Alright, so I know, new fresh haircut. I still want to remind you guys, the best feeling ever is after a fresh haircut. But anyways, I would like to talk about my new programming, and as you have read by the title, I've been able to add 16.5 pounds or 7.5 kilograms to my bench press in a matter of 12 weeks to be exact. So as you guys may or may not know, I have been doing 5 sets of 5 and 5 sets of 7 on my compound lifts for a long time already, and it's been working pretty fine so far, but
hello darkness, smile.
I started noticing that I've been like plateauing on my compound list as of late. And come to think of it now, you know, it's pretty logical that I was plateauing because I was not deloading often enough. Now what I always used to do personally is I would start a deload as soon as I felt that it was necessary. But come to think of it now, I was actually starting my deloads when it was basically already too late, and I already started to see some signs of fatigue, decreased excitement to go to the gym, feeling tired and sluggish throughout the day, not progressing in the gym anymore, and so forth, which are basically like signs that you actually had to deload 2 or 3 weeks earlier. For example, I used to start my deloads at around after 8 or 9 weeks of training, when actually if you're focused on strength training in the 3 to 8 rep range, you should actually deload more often, which is something I actually already knew, but being a human, being stubborn, I actually talked a lot about this to some friends of mine in the gym. Shout out to you, Matthijs, if you're watching this. You can be stubborn. You know, if you're a person who likes to train a lot, you know, bring up the intensity, you know, and enjoy being in the gym, it can really be a mind game to start a deload because you're basically thinking that you're wasting time in the gym. When, to be honest, you know, a deload can actually only help you make more progress in the gym in the long run. So I had to be honest with myself and stop being so stubborn. So what I'm currently doing is I'm doing a deload every 6 weeks. You know, I have it planned out. Every 6 weeks I'm going to take a full week to focus on recovery and, you know, take it easy in the gym, not break a sweat, go in and out the gym. Now there are some people who might say that 6 weeks is, you know, a short period of time to take a deload. But when you come to think of it logically, you're constantly pushing your body to the limits if you focus on strength training. Like, you know, it can be pretty intense. So to let your central nervous system rest out a little bit, for you not to get burnt out in the gym, aka not being able to make any more progress, you should deload more often. You can actually make more progress after the deload week, since your body will be fresh and be able to handle more weight or more load on the bar. So here's what my current programming is looking like. I'm taking the bench press for example, since, you know, I always take the bench press for example. I started the first cycle of my training program, or my new programming, with 100 kilograms for 5x7. And I believe I was at 110 kilograms for 5x5, which I kind of roulette, you know, between 5x5 and 5x7. And what I would do is, you know, basically what I've been doing for years now, I try to add 1.25 kilogram, or I believe 2.5 pounds, you know, per training, if my body allows me to do that. So say for example on week 1 I did 100 kilograms for 5x7 and 110 kilograms for 5x5. I would then try to add 2.5 kilograms in total to the bar. So week 2 would be 102.5 kilograms for 5x7 and 112.5 kilograms for 5x5. And that's what I would basically do during the 6 weeks. I would try to add weight to the bar each training. Now, if my body doesn't allow me to do that every single training, I would at least do the weight that I was doing at week 2. So 112.5 kilograms, for example, for a 5x5. Now, so far, I've been able to add pretty much weight to the bar each training. Now, week 3, week 4, week 5, and week 6. Then I take a deload, and then what I would do is I would start my training cycle 2.5 kilograms heavier than I would do in my first training cycle. And so far, you know, I've been doing it for 2 cycles. You know, next week's my deload, so this is my second cycle on my new training program. And I've been able to add 16.5 pounds to my bench, which I haven't been able to add for, I believe, the last year of training, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I kind of amazed myself with the positive effects of a deload, you know, taking more deloads more often. Since it can be so, you know, counterproductive in your mind since you're not pushing yourself, but when come to think of it logically and, you know, literally in this case, it will allow for more progress. You know, I can load the bar more heavily, you know, each 6 weeks. And, you know, keep making progress even though I have 1 week every 6 weeks where I'm, you know, basically taking it easy in the gym. Now, of course, I'm doing the same for my squats, my overhead press, and my deadlifts. But so far, you know, the bench press is something that has gone up like crazy. By the way, also to update you guys on my new training program. I know that I've switched training programs like 2 months ago or something, or 2.5 months ago. But I started doing push-pull legs, push-pull legs, and then an off day and then a repeat whole schedule. So I'm basically having 6 training days in a row and you know, then having a rest day and then repeating the whole schedule. So Monday through Sunday. Now I'm not pushing myself completely during this whole week. You know, I'm spreading out the volume since I have, you know, 2 days of each, 2 push days, 2 pull days and 2 leg days. So I'm kind of spreading out the volume by doing, for example, my 5x5 and 5x7 bench press, and then doing 3 sets of incline dumbbell press on my first push day, and then on my second push day I would choose the incline chest press machine instead of the dumbbell press, kind of to simply let down the intensity a bit since I'm training more frequently. And doing it this way, this will allow my body to not get taxed too much, you know, while still getting my sessions in week by week. And that's basically what I've been doing, you know, for my current programming. If you have any questions regarding my programming or any other question, you can leave it in the comments down below. And with that out, I would like to conclude this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash that like button, because it really helps out the channel grow. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I promise. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.